David Zritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. Now, hopefully by now you've seen my Gatherall at GoldenEye recap video on YouTube. It was the last video to come out and it's very serene. It's a 1 hour look back to the time that we all had with Gatherall at GoldenEye. And it's relaxing. It shows you sort of what to expect when you go to GoldenEye for one of these Gatheralls. But the thing that most people don't talk about is that GoldenEye is not just a fertile environment to experience Fleming and the roots of Bond and other Bond fans. It's also an incredible environment to field test different products. And I've done this since I've been going to GoldenEye for many, many years. I would bring new clothing and new watches and new accessories and new bags. And I would field test them because you have a luxurious environment. You've got sand, you've got outdoor activities, you've got water activities, you've got action-oriented things, and you've got relaxing things. And so it's the world of Bond in sort of a petri dish, an incredibly luxurious petri dish that GoldenEye is. And so this time that I went to Gatherall, this was no exception. I brought many new items, a lot of clothing and accessories and kit. And in this video, I'm going to highlight some of them that I utilize and give it a little bit of a review for each one so you can get a taste, a flavor. And then what I would encourage you to do, of course, is to go to GoldenEye yourself and experience this and bring your own kit and bring your own clothing pieces and sort of do what I do and give them a test run, give them a field test, make it a part of your mission. Anyway, this shirt doesn't seem exactly appropriate to kick it off because there is a little bit of a Thunderball lean. So let me do a quick change. I thought this was an appropriate shirt, being a Thunderball Fred Perry shirt, to open this up. I just received a package from Helicon. It is going with me to GoldenEye, Jamaica for the big Gatherall at GoldenEye. I have not opened this up, but let's see what's in the box because we have one that we're giving away as a scavenger hunt prize. So I'm going to be wearing one as part of snorkeling activities. This thing is made to go in the waters of Jamaica. So let's take a look at this. Here's the Helicon. Beautiful, looks kind of like the ocean. And here is the case, taking you through all the details so you could see what are we taking on our mission. This is mission appropriate, but it's even more than that because this was curated by my conversations with the good people at Helicon. And oh yes, there it is. So let me tell you what this is. The blue strap, it's hardy too. It can take a drop, but no problem. The blue strap and the orange, take a look at that. This is a Thunderball homage diving watch. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Thunderball homage. Look at the diver on the back. We're gonna get some really good close-up shots of that. But this is going to accompany me through all my adventures. And like I said, we have a second one that we're going to be giving away as part of our Gatherall GoldenEye scavenger hunt. Someone else will wear this, but I'm taking this on my Thunderball adventures. Look at those colors. Orange, just like the suits, and blue, just like the water. These are the PMS colors of Thunderball. So I'm really looking forward to testing this out in the wild, using this as my mission kit. And thank you, Helicon, for setting this up perfectly. Let's take it and put it in action. All right, just hanging out here on Button Beach. So relaxing. Got my Thunderball homage Helicon watch on. So this is the first time the Helicon has actually come out of its shell, and I'm wearing it at GoldenEye, and we're gonna bring it into the water. This is the Thunderball homage version that Helicon curated for me, especially for this trip. Love Helicon, mid-size to small brand based in England. Wonderful couple, and we're going to take it into the water. Oh, there it goes. Look at that orange phase. Now, you all know this. The colors of Thunderball are blue and orange. So we tied the face and the strap together, and wow. So this is going to go on my many aquatic adventures in this beautiful area. And look at that in the background, the No Time to Die ship. How's that? Now, being at GoldenEye sort of gives me an excuse to field test different products, clothing, accessories, and this gather-all at GoldenEye is no exception. I brought a lot of different things. First of all, I'm wearing an Atelier Estorino Connery seersucker suit. This is brand spanking new. It is in a, I guess you would call it a powder rose pink. I'm not good with colors, but this thing is so light and airy. It's as light as a feather. I'm pairing it with some Olive Brown swim shorts, which I've been living in swim shorts. That's what you do when you come here. You don't wear regular shorts. You wear swim shorts because at any moment you may want to go in that water. So it keeps you prepared. But this thing is so light and airy. I'll probably be wearing it all day down to the beach, to Snorkeler's Cove. It's just easy, effortless. You just throw it into a bag. But there's so many things. For example, I mentioned Snorkeler's Cove. This is something that I just got for this trip. It's Cressy, which is an Italian brand that's been around for 45 years. And this is their traditional snorkel and mask. It's fantastic. I used a little bit of this spit cream, the spray, and it served me so well in everything that I was doing. And while I was snorkeling, I think I mentioned before, I've been using this, what I affectionately call, I affectionately call it their Thunderball homage watch, which has that beautiful orange face and this amazing rubber strap in the Thunderball colors. Now, one thing I will mention to you is that I wanted to evaluate this watch. I mean, I really did want to evaluate this watch. You can see the back of it with the diver, because it's got a great history, great reputation. I have a Helicon watch at home. This, with the orange, you can see so well in the water. When I was snorkeling, when I was simply swimming, when I was in the lagoon, when I was in the ocean, in the pool, it didn't matter. This was so wonderfully reflective. And the reason I say that is Bond is about utility, right? I mean, that's why I test these things, to really find the utility of them. This had some amazing utility to it, so I was super happy with them. And by the way, great company as well. Always love that. And speaking of great company, I wore a lot Hemingsworth. Now, Hemingsworth is a brand that I've talked to you about before. Again, great mid-sized company that uses, as you can see, a lot of homage and tradition to not only create and fabricate, but everything that they do is created, executed, and made in the UK, in Britain. And that's special because what you do is you get this type of, I should probably zip the fly. We're not editing that out. Yeah, there we go. Come on, be modest, David. But these are great. I've worn these a couple times here. I swam in these. I actually was on the plane with these, and I will be wearing these at my style video that we're hosting tonight. They are comfortable, but the ones I received the most compliments on is this Hemingsworth pair of swim shorts in Barbie pink. Yeah, never thought I'd be saying that on a Bond channel, but this is a Barbie pink, and I'm okay with that. Super okay with that, because this is the one that everybody said, David, those look great on you. We really like you in pink. I had wives telling their husbands, like, why don't you wear more pink? And so now people have added pressure, and that's because Hemingsworth just makes an amazing amazing swimsuit, but also shorts. I mean, these have transitioned very nicely from evening to day play, etc. Now, you know I have a lot of heart for Anthony Sinclair, and Anthony Sinclair, no mystery to you, I did a whole video on this, paired up with Mr. Fish, the brand, and they made Thunderball homage shirts. This is the one that I wore, this wonderful gingham check seersucker, which was so comfortable. People kept, and I don't have a problem with this, people kept touching it. They're like, can you touch it? I'm like, you could touch it. You could touch it if you like. Spectre quote. And they said it was just so light and so airy. And what was great was this shirt from them, the pink gingham. They had given 4 of these as prizes. And so thank you so much, Anthony Sinclair and the guys over there. And the winners loved it. The winners wound up wearing these around the whole trip at Gatherall. So you're going to probably see lots of pictures of these. But these are just so, look at this. This is how light it is. I'm just showing you the flow of these in the amazing world of GoldenEye. And then I'm bookending this, I know, but I've got to talk about Atelier Estorino, my man Hugo, because yes, I've worn not 1, but 2 Zaritsky shirts. So here is the Zaritsky shirt in a powder blue, and I have the same shorts, the Terry shorts that go with this. So it almost looks like a onesie, but it's not quite that commitment. It just stops short of the onesie commitment. Couldn't quite get there. So yeah, love that. And then tonight for my big Fleming Bond style panel, it's our last night together. We're gonna have a barbecue. I wanted to go full Fleming. So again, we've got the Atelier Estorino tag of quality, made in Portugal, created, inspired by Fleming. This is the shirt, and this is the new one. This is the new one that has the yoke in the back to give larger backed, bigger shoulder people a little bit more room to breathe. So you'll see what that looks like when you see our style panel. But there you have it. Those are the main things that I was testing. Oh my gosh, one more that had an incredible amount of utility, penfold. You saw the backpack that I had to travel to and fro, but this very simple pouch has gone with me everywhere. It's kind of like a merce, man purse. I don't know. It's a hold all. Yeah, it's probably a better way to frame it, David. But it just has held everything, again, beautifully made in Britain, blue interior, and it just smacks of Bond. But it's just been great to have something to hold all my accoutrements, even phones and selfie sticks and lip balm, because the sun, she is a shining. And speaking of that, I got to get to Snorkeler's Cove and have a little bit of fun. But there you go. That's just some of the products, the live field testing that we do at Gatherall every single time. Thanks for watching the Bond Experience. If you like what you saw, why don't you subscribe to the channel by clicking this button right here. We'll keep you up on everything new that's happening in the world of Bond. And speaking of something new, here's something new just for you, because we know you so well. Talk to you soon.